Shalom, shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double blessings and honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who told me this truth through the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man. And I just want to talk about what's going on in the news, man. You know what I'm saying? What I've been seeing pop up in this world, man. And like the apostles been saying, man, people gonna start dropping like flies. I see a new famous person or a person in general getting killed every day. And as you can see, they say a 13-year-old was killed. Man, the Lord is not a respecter of persons, man. He don't care he don't care who the fuck you is, man. He don't care who you are, how old you is. The Lord will eliminate you, man. So let's go ahead and look at this video.
Hey, St. Louis, you can trust my friends at Bomarito Auto Group for new and pre-owned vehicles, service parts, and collision repair. Missouri's #1 automotive group. Open 24/7 at bomarito.com.
A 13-year-old boy is recovering tonight after being shot early yesterday evening in North St. Louis. The teen told police he was walking through the area of Lee and Dryden in the Penrose neighborhood when he heard shots and he felt a pain in his arm. The shooting took place around 6:30. The teen also telling investigators that the occupant of a dark-colored SUV may have been the ones that fired on him.
The Race to the Savings sales event is back.
So let's go ahead and read this article. A 13-year-old boy is recovering after being shot in the arm in North St. Louis. The incident occurred around 6:30 p.m. Friday in the Penrose neighborhood near Lee and Dryden. A teen reported hearing a gunshot while walking and then feeling pain. He mentioned that the shot might have come from a dark-colored SUV. The shooting is still under investigation. The boy better be happy he was able to walk away with his life. And even then, you can see 13-year-old boy died from brain bleed. There's a lot of people getting attacked. See, look, 13-year-old killed. Let me see if I can pull this up. Yep, man killed in the crash along White House perimeter. So we're just seeing a lot of death through these times that's approaching. Jacob's trouble, shit hitting the fan. Me and the brother went to go watch that Civil War movie last night, so I might make a lesson on that later, Lord willing. But let's go ahead and get into some scriptures. Amos 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh hath not done it? Surely Yahweh the Most High Power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. So let's get into the NLT. When the ram's horn blows a warning, shouldn't the people be alarmed? Does disaster come to a city unless Yahweh has planned it? So the Lord can do good and evil, and that's what he can create good and evil. And that's what me and the brother touched up on in camp yesterday. With there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. So when people always say God is a let me think, what do they be saying? They always be like, the Lord can't do no evil, or like, why is all these bad things happening? Or they always questioning the Lord, man. The Lord did that. If something bad happened to you, the Lord put the spirit on that person or that somebody to do that, because he's able to do that, as we just seen, as we just read. Indeed, the sovereign Lord Yahweh never does anything until he reveals his plans to his servants, the prophets. And that's why it's hard for people to understand why these things happen, because the Lord didn't give them understanding. The Lord only gave his elect people understanding of the book the 1/3 and the 144,000. They're the only people that can understand what's going on, these prophecies. So, and the Lord was giving the prophet Daniel these prophecies to prophesy. He didn't know exactly what was going to happen in the future, but he was still doing the Lord's work because he told him to do it. And we're able to read and learn from that now. And same with Esdras. He was telling the Lord was telling him things that was going to happen in the future, and he didn't know how to describe them, or it might have described it as something else today, but we know that it's something different. Acts verse 10, or Acts 10 verse 34, Salakia. Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive that the Most High power is no respecter of persons. And let's read it in the NLT. Then Peter replied, I see very clearly that the Most High power shows no favoritism. In every nation, he accepts those who fear him and do what is right. And in every nation, he means the 12 tribes of Israel. But basically what that's saying is the Lord doesn't care who you are, because, a lot of people have a lot of pride and they don't respect the Lord. They have no fear for him because the Lord didn't put the spirit of fear upon those people. So they just go around life doing whatever they want to do, doing whatever kind of wickedness they want to do, because we're here in Babylon the Great. And the Lord doesn't care who you are, man, because he's the Lord, the almighty power, the most high power, Yahweh. He can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants to you, man. That's why it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord, man, because he can harm you physically, he can harm you mentally, emotionally, spiritually. He can do anything he wants to you, man, if you don't fear him. So let's bring that up. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, the Most High power. So, all right, let's keep reading. But call to remembrance the former days in which, after ye were illuminated, ye endured a great fight of afflictions. Think back on those early days when you first learned about Yahweh Shai. Remember how you remain faithful even through it, even though it meant terrible suffering. So what that's saying is basically like, before you came into the truth, you know what I'm saying, you live life lackadaisical, you lived it on easy mode. But when you get into this truth, man, and you realize how fucked up this world is and what we're living in, it becomes a lot harder. You don't see things like you once seen it before. It's like your lens is on a different focus almost. So when you realize that doing certain things or breaking certain laws, or even breaking any law, actually, law, statutes, and commandments, that you can get punished and judged for it, it makes you want to live your life differently according to the ways of the Bible, to the best of our abilities. And we know we can't keep every law, statute, and commandment, because in these vessels in this kingdom, we're not perfect. But when we get to the kingdom, we won't have to worry about that. We'll be put in perfect vessels. We won't be making no mistakes like we do in these vessels, because they're weak. But that's the reason why we just have to try our hardest to keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our abilities, because the Lord knows that we aren't perfect. Let me see. I'm not sure if this is the right precept I'm looking for. But let me see. All right, 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So don't you realize that in a race everyone runs, but only one person gets the prize, so run to win. All athletes are disciplined in their training. They do it to win a prize that will fade away, but we do it for an eternal prize. So basically we're running this race so that we can seal our spots with the hopeful elect, Lord willing, man. That's why we do this work. That's why we do what we're supposed to do. That's why we try and follow the law, statutes, and commandments. That's why we try and preach the word. We do that so that we can get the ultimate prize, which is eternal life and having a good spot in the kingdom, man. So I really wasn't staying or hitting on a certain point with this lesson. I really just was letting the Spirit take me where it wanted to. But Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.